Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. So those candidates who are new in this session, first of all, do not forget to subscribe the channel, and daily at 8 a.m. we are doing the important contents of your all the module of BRBL subject. We know that 97% subject is totally, the 97% topic is totally same, just like your LRB subject, but still there are so many candidates, in which there is a gap between JIB and CIB at least for 5 years, 6 year, and yesterday I just listened that 19 year there is a gap between JIB and CIB. So that's why in each session of your paid batch, in each session of the YT session, we just try to start the session with a zero level so that you can easily understand what exactly the topic is. Okay, so in this session also we are going to discuss the important content of the module A, and module A is very much important. So this is your Officer Adda channel, okay, and this is module A. So today is class number, I think 62 something is there, okay. Today is, I think, class number 62 is there. Yeah, exactly. 62 is there, class number. So these sessions are very much important. So now let's discuss with the things, okay? So see class, today we are going to discuss a very important topic of your module, that is A, NBFC. That what exactly the NBFC is, what is the role of this NBFC. So these things we are going to discuss in today's session, okay. So if the 97% syllabus are same, so it means we have to focus first of all on the 3 acts and 3 legal terms, which is the new part of your this BRBL subject. The first one is your Prevention of Corruption Act. This is a new act which has been introduced in this session. And the second one is your NBFC. So NBFC is simply a topic, and the third one is your MSME Act. So 2 act is there and 1 concept is there, 1 term is there. So that's why these sessions are very much important, okay. Now let's discuss with the topic what exactly the NBFC is. I think that slide is visible to all of you. Okay, I'm just putting it down with the 18 number so that it can be easily visible to all people. So I think now this is clearly visible to all one, right? Exactly. So now we are going to start that what exactly the NBFC is. You know why we are discussing this topic and why this topic has been introduced in the BRBL subject? Because whenever we just thought about the bank, so the bank means where we can just take the deposit and where we can just deposit the money. So is there any institution, any organization, any company in which we can easily take the loan? Or any authority which behave just like the bank, because it is not possible for all of us now to just go to the bank in a very quick way. So that's why class this NBFC term has been introduced in your BRBL subject. So what exactly this mean? So NBFC is a company that is registered under the Company Act 1956. That is very important tagline that is introduced in the first one. So what NBFC is? NBFC is basically the company which is registered under the Company Act 1956. We know that in the Company Act right now, the Company Act 2013 is the part of your syllabus, right? So what exactly this act means, this concept means? So this is a company. So NBFC, basically it is a company which is registered under the Company Act 1956. So I think this first concept is clearly visible to all of you. Now if the thing is registered under the Company Act, it means they have to follow the rules and regulations of the company. Just like if we just talk about the this one, features of company. So in the features of company class, we have already seen that suppose the company have a separate legal existence, company have a perpetual succession, company have to make the audit. So there are so many features that the company have to be, whatever the companies, all have to follow the rules and regulations of the act. So same thing that NBFC also have to follow the rules and regulations of the company. That's why it has been registered under the act. So I think this first point is clearly understand to all of you that why it is, registered as a company under Company Act. Why? Because they have to follow the rules and regulations of the company. Okay, so I think this first line is clear to all of you. Now the next one is engaged in the business of loan and advance. First of all, listen the one advantage. Engaged in the business of loan and advances. So I think this quality is also of your bank, isn't it? This quality is also of your bank, that it engaged in the business of loan and advances, right? The second one is acquisition of shares, stocks, bond, debenture, security issued by the government, local authority, or other marketable securities. This is important. What exactly this line means? So we will just market the, first of all, it is a company. So it is engaged in the business of loan and advance, just like the bank. Acquisition of shares, stocks, bond exchange issued by the government and local authority. Why? So that they can easily, every company can become the member of the other company. Why? Because the member have a separate legal existence and the company have a separate legal existence. So that's why in the first paragraph, the NBFC can also acquire the share of the company, other company, stocks, bond, debenture that is issued by the government and the local authority and other marketable security. So what is the other nature? Like leasing, hire purchase, insurance business, chit business, but does not include any institution whose principal business is that of agriculture activity, industrial activity, purchase and sale of any goods, that is providing any services, sale, purchase of immovable property. So you can say that this should not be the work of the NBFC. Does not include any institution. What is written here? Does not include any institution whose principal business is that of agriculture activity, industrial activity, purchase or sale of any goods, etc. So I think this is clear to all of you that what exactly the non-banking financial company is. In your module D, the Company Act is there, okay? In module D, the Company Act is there. So what exactly the Company Act? The Company Act that is given in your syllabus is of your 2013 part, okay? 2013 we have to study. So in the Company Act in module D, we have to study the features, we have to study the types of company, MON, AOA, then about the member, about the prospectus, about the director, etc. So if these are the quality of the company, so it means that the non-banking financial company also, as the name you can see here, this is a company. So that's why it's also include the feature of the company. But it is not like the bank. Somebody say that, ma'am, if it is doing all the work just like the bank, so it means, man, it means that NBFC will act as an, you can say, the bank. The NBFC act like a bank, but it is not a bank, because a bank have a different, you can say, the qualities. Bank have to take the license from the Reserve Bank of India, but this thing is not there in the NBFC. It is registered under the Company Act. So there is a lot of difference between this and this. Okay, so I think this term is clear to all of you that what exactly the non-banking financial company. Okay, and what does it does not include? Include any principal business is that of agriculture activity, industrial activity, purchase or sale of any goods, okay, and providing any services and this construction of immovable property. So this is a key word of your NBFC. Now just see what are the other things that we have to see. the non-banking institution, which is a company and has a principal business of receiving the deposit under any scheme or arrangement in one lump sum or an installment by way of contribution, is also called non-banking financial company. It means, class, the functions that is written here, if that NBFC company is doing that function, so in that case this is also called NBFC. First of all, those candidates who are new in this session, do not forget to enroll in the batch of new English medium batch, because your new English medium batch is already going on. It has already started from 10th of February. So that's why this is very important from the examination point of view. Okay. So the non-banking financial institution that receiving the business activity under this one. Okay. So I think this is clear to all of you that what exactly the function of NBFC. Yes, class. Any doubt in this topic? Any doubt in this topic? Whatever we are studying here in the YouTube session, that will help you to just clear the concept. So NBFC we have seen, if it is registered under Company Act, so for that thing we have to also understand that what exactly the function of the company. So that's why I always used to say that if I just talk about that which module is important for BRBL, so sorry, this one BRBL subject, so module D, C and this B. So these three are the module which is very important, because in module D the subject is act is 9, in module C the act is 10, and module B the act is 14. So I think this is the particular act, 23 act, okay, in which the main important contents are given in all the three subjects. If you skip this, not I will say exactly S Kumar sir, okay, exactly. So it is just a brief introduction, S Kumar sir, about the NBFC. In the detailed form we will just study in the this one class. Okay, it is just because it is a new topic, so that's why I've just put this thing in the slide. Now the one more important thing about this one is, what is the difference between the bank and NBFC? This is very important. What exactly the difference between these things? Okay, so one by one we will just study this difference between bank and the NBFC. Okay. S. Kumar sir, the contribution is very big of NBFC. See sir, it is not possible for, in India 140 crore population is there. So that is, sir, is that possible that the bank will fulfill all the things and all the requirement of the people? No. S. Kumar sir, it is just like your court. In the session, we will just study, sir. Suppose if I just give you the example of court. So it is possible that class that the justice will be given by the court only. There is so much burden of the cases on the court. So it is not possible, sir, that the court will give justice. So that's why they have just make the different, solution, different resolution system in which we can also take, in which we can also go to that place, just like your arbitration, conciliation, then mediation, lok adalat, then ombudsman. So what is this? So these are the alternative method in which we can easily go to that thing for the justice. So because of that reason, the NBFC also come into picture. It is not possible for the bank to just, fulfill all the requirement. So that's why we have just introduced this NBFC. So the concept behind it is very, very much easy. Okay, now the difference between the bank and NBFC. Okay, see, NBFC lend and make investment, hence their activities are akin to that of bank. Akin means similar, lend and make investment. However, there are few difference that regarding the bank and NBFC. The first difference is NBFC cannot accept demand deposit. This is very important. NBFC do not form the part of payment and settlement system cannot issue check drawn on itself. Exactly. When we just talk about the check, so only bank come into picture, because bank have the authority regarding the issuing of check and the clearing of check. So NBFC Deposit Insurance Facility of Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation is not available to the depositor of NBFC, unlike in the case of bank. What is written here? The Deposit Insurance Facility of Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, just like the bank, it is not available to the depositor of NBFC. So there are some difference between the bank and NBFC. That's why we just generally refer to the this bank. Okay class, so this is the basic difference between the bank and your NBFC. Okay, could you tell me any example of NBFC? Yes class, could you tell me any example of NBFC? There are so many examples that is given in the NBFC. So many examples. Yes, anyone? Popular NBFC in India, and you all people know that thing. We can easily trust some companies whose NBFC is there. Yeah, anyone? Airtel, that's great. Airtel Money, exactly. Anyone? See the example. This is only the limited example that I have just shown. The popular NBFC in India. See, it's the Tata Capital that is known to all of you. Tata Capital, Aditya Birla Finance Service. It's a Fulton India, LIC. It's a Religare, DHSL, and Indian Bulls Home Loan, IFFL. So these are the exactly. So these are the example of your NBFC in India. Okay, so when we just do the detailed study about this one, and as Kumar sir, you have just write that what type of contribution that they do. Sir, so you can easily see, suppose the Tata Capital is there. You people are taking loan from the Tata Capital. So indirectly, they are just giving advantage to the government. So that's why the government have allowed these thing to just establish in India. Okay, so class, that's all for today's class. I think at least you have just learned a concept behind that what exactly the NBFC is. Okay class, that's all. So this is the new target batch, okay, of English medium, in which this BRBL subject is going on, and this is a bilingual language in which ABFM subject is going on. So if you want to crack this exam, okay, if you want to crack this exam, so the live classes are going on, mock and ebook is there, and this is the last target batch, so it's better if you enroll in this batch. After that we will just make the selection batch, and selection batch, you know, a very less time we will give, but we have to complete the syllabus. But in this target batch, if I just talk about this English medium, so the target batch of English medium is already started from 10th of February, but right now we are just doing the introduction class. The real paid class will be go on from 20th of February. So that's why the sessions are very much important. So do not forget to enroll in the batches. Okay. So this is all about your this class. Okay class, and this is your CAIIB ka Maha pack. You can also enroll in the CAIIB ka Maha pack, in which the June session 2023 and December session 2023 it will cover in this one, in CAIIB ka Maha pack. Okay, all live classes are there, recorded videos will be available, plus we will also give you the questions of each act. We have a 25 act in this session, so I will give you the question of each act. Okay class, so that's why this is very important from the examination point of view. So now if you want to enroll in the batch, The process is very simple. What you have to do, open this Google Chrome, okay? Click on this Adda 24/7, all courses. This is JIB, CIB. First of all, CIB ka Maha pack. CIB ka Maha pack, 1 year validity is there. Okay, elective, the recorded session of elective paper in English and in bilingual language. In both language also, in this CIB ka Maha pack, it will be available. Ebooks is there, mock paper is there, etc. So click on buy now. Apply the coupon code Y391. Click on apply. You can see 80% discount is there. So 7199 is the exact price of this CIB ka Maha pack. Okay. So either you can purchase the single batch or the Maha pack. Okay. But I will suggest you to enroll in the CIB ka Maha pack so that whatever the revision batch, question series batch, case study batch we will launch, it will be available in the CIB ka Maha pack. So class, that's all for today's class. Have a nice day.